And what's good, guys? It's SBK, and I'm coming at you guys with another CodCasting video. And this is actually game 2. This is gonna be the S&D. Go watch the previous video. I'm not gonna spoil who won there. Actually, no. Actually, I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna spoil it. But go watch the previous video, and I'll talk about who. If you guys have already seen it, or if you don't want to watch the previous video, I'm gonna give you 10 seconds to click off this video. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, there we go, and we're going to be hopping into some stronghold search and destroy. And if you don't know, actually, Team Fat, or what was Team Fat, it looks like the teams have switched up, so that's my fault, guys. I need to fix that. They actually switched sides, and oh my lord, that's kind of trippy. Okay, I just kind of messed up my eyes. But basically what happened is what is now Team Fat right now, this purple team, as they're switching sides. Maybe they're going to be able to retaliate, because last time the team of Chris, Malik, Tarek, and Quasar were able to take home the victory against Vortex, Poseidon, Complex, and Hydrolion. And a hard point that at the beginning was in a dominating fashion. They went up 60-2, and then they ended up bringing it back. And then Team Complex ended up bringing it back. They ended up bringing back the game. And they were able to, how do I explain it? They were able to bring back the game, make it into reaching distance. They were only down by 30, and then right after they went down by 30, Chris's team, they absolutely kicked it into overdrive. And Complex picked Scythe. I'm assuming that he meant to pick Psychosis. But we'll hop on with him when he gets that side, see if he's able to single-handedly win a round. And what I actually want to see here is I want to see the use of smokes, because what I've decided is I want to see him on the attacking side. Because on the attacking side, what I've realized is if if 3 people on your team run smokes, what'll happen? It looks like Tarek will be sniping, Chris will be sniping, Chris and Tarek both sniping. Yeah, I knew Chris and Tarek were both gonna try to hit a pick. So what I would be doing if I was them is I would throw a smoke down in that middle cut area. Hold on, I'm actually gonna see if I can. No, I don't think I can do that in this game, actually. Unfortunately, I was gonna try to go into free cam, and what a beautiful spot! And this player was able to sneak right by. Turk was able to sneak right by, and now he's in a very favorable position. He's gonna be able to catch a player right there, but Vortex is gonna shut him down, and this is the time where Complex's team can really slow down the game. Chris gonna get another pick. But now Chris is in a 2v1, and all he has is that sniper. I know Chris right now is upset. He's gonna get 2 picks and somehow not win the round, and that's a round you have to win if you're on Team Spider or Team Skinny, whatever you want to call it. That's a round that you absolutely have to win. But Chris's team ended up dropping the last map. Chris's team ended up picking up the W on the last map. But my question is in the CWL, a lot of times you see them talk about how, oh, they dropped the last map, or they won the last map in dominating fashion. Are they gonna bring that heat into the S&D? And what I think is if you absolutely demolish them in S&D, that's kind of gonna hinder your gameplay, because now you're gonna be thinking, oh look, we can gun them. We're going to win every single gunfight, and Tarek is going to win one. He's going to make this player a super one-shot. I would 100% be challenging that, especially after winning that last one. See, that's his one side. Oh, he's going to get up here, and this is going to leave Hydra in a 1v3. And Hydra's going to get shut down. How many kills did Chris get that round? Chris got 3 kills that round. Phenomenal 2 back-to-back rounds by Chris. By this pace, if this was to go around 11, he would have, how many kills would he have if this was to go around 11? He would have an average of like 50 kills. 50 kills. He's on the track for 20 kills right now. 5 kills in 2 rounds, tied 1-1. If this somehow manages to go, Chris is going to switch back to that sniper rifle, knowing that he's been getting picks. And I actually want to see if he's able to pick something up right here. He's going to miss that shot. Actually, I'm kind of surprised that he did miss that shot. Chris is a phenomenal sniper. He's going to catch the bottom of him, or at least I think he caught the bottom of him. He's going to see him in a beautiful shot on the Complex. I don't know why Complex challenged a sniper of Chris. Because the amount he just screwed his team by getting picked right now. They're in a 3v4, and you're going to see legit make his way onto this B bomb site. And what I've noticed is their team, this Chris's team, it's actually phenomenal. Since Chris is a great S&D player, Tarek's a great S&D player, Legit's a phenomenal S&D player as well. But now he's in a 1v3, and Quasar's just in the perfect position to be able to shut down Vortex. And I don't know what it is. That's a round that you expect them to win. Chris is going to pick up another 2 kills that round. He has 7 kills, and they're 2 rounds into the game. This is absolutely insane. He's averaging 2 kills a round. He's killing half of their team. Hydra 0-2. Every other player on their team has 2 kills. Does Hydra need to... I actually want to hop on with that. No, I think... I want to hop on with Hydra to see if he's able to pick it up, but with the way Chris is sniping, it just doesn't make sense to hop off of him. He's not going to be able to see it. Maybe if he would have jumped slightly further, and this is kind of going to hinder him. Now he's stuck with a sniper rifle, and he's not in any position to make picks, especially with the bomb sites that they're pushing. He's going to push this. Chris is going to use his HE. HE's are allowed in search and destroy. Chris's HE isn't going to be getting anything. He's now 50 points off a dart. I feel like if it comes down to it, Chris is just going to play for his dart. Like, that's a smart thing to do, and look how spread apart these players are. One player's all the way over here, and Chris is all the way back here. There's no way they'll be expecting that. Chris is going to see one. He's going to be looking for the pick. He's going to watch him cross. Did the other players see him, though? They're going to be spreading up, and it's a 2v2, 2v1 right now. And Quasar's all alone. Does Quasar know that bomb is down on the bomb site? Yes, he does, and it looks like he's just going to be looking to play that. He's going to get shot at, and I already know their Hydra's going to be looking to chase this kill. And Hydra almost ended up getting played dirty. Chris now has 8 kills. He was only able to pick up 1 kill that round, unfortunately. I don't remember who he got the kill on, now that I think about it. I'm pretty sure he was able to get a cheeky kill on one of the 3 players that was squared off alone. And the way you need to play S&D, especially on this map, is I like to see this. I know I'm just staying on the Chris basically this entire game. But when he's sniping the way, and it looks like he's going to be AFK this game. So, we're actually going to catch Hydra mid-overdrive. And Hydra's going to hit that. He's not going to be able to pick up the kill. And Quasar, of course, is going to re-poke that. That's some shots that you have to hit if you're Complex. And I know Complex has a strategy where he likes to send all 4 players in bunker, but for that to work, you have to get first blood. Quasar over here, was that Poseidon that's in there? Oh my lord, look at this player. This player was able to sneak right into their base, and he can split the defense up the middle. Does look like Poseidon's going to get an easy kill right here. You're going to see the player. Not sure if the player saw him. He is going to pick up the kill. But now this player right here, he's still going to be an absolute nuisance. And never mind, Quasar's just going to pick up the kill on Poseidon, and that's going to make their job a whole lot easier. It's going to make it easier than it already was. Complex is going to come down here, and he's going to see the player. The player was crouching behind the bomb. I was actually expecting the player to crouch in front of the bomb, so they were able to get that great post-plant position. But it looks like he's going to go behind the bomb, protect himself from this, and I think that actually might have saved him the round. Because if Complex was able to get in there, put in a burst, and then get out and be able to kill him, then that could be absolutely dangerous for Quasar here. Because we know Quasar has to plant the bomb, and if Complex just goes back and checks it periodically, then he's not going to be able to do that. Up 3-2 is Team Skinny right now, or this orange team. And it's our team, and I just switched off of Chris with a sniper rifle. I'm not sure if that was the smartest move by me. It looks like that Chris might have a couple of kills lined up for him right now. He's going to get that off just in time to be able to switch to a VMP. And this is going to be perfect. Easy kill for Tarek. Tarek, knowing that they're playing up through the middle, able to get what might just be the easiest kill of his life. Vortex is going to get a kill. Chris is going to be able to trade that out because he was able to get there in such a fortunate amount of time. And now we're going to hop on with Complexes. This is an absolute huge gunfight. One of them is going to get shut down. If Complex wins this gunfight, that's going to put Quasar in a 1v2, and this is a must-win round for Team TF, Team Fat, if they want to keep this competitive. Remember, Chris had 7 kills going into the first Oh, Chris had 5 kills, and this might be absolutely beautiful as he's going to be able to shoot a 1. Quasar's going to miss so many kills, and he's going to get turned around on by Complex. That was absolutely huge. He had both of those kills in the bag. What happened? That 100% looks like a world star. Beautiful play by him, trying to be patient. But having an M8 in that situation absolutely hindered him from being able to really do anything in that situation. I believe if he did have an M8 in there, it would have been a completely different situation. It would have been a completely different outcome, a completely different result. And actually, I'm going to hop on this player, Tech Complex, as it looks like he's going to be able to go over here. I know Chris has been on fire with the sniper lately. I actually want to see Quasar. If Quasar's able to get a good peek on him, it looks like these players are just going to be playing back and forth. Poseidon was able to kill this player over here, and now Legit's going to see him cross. Legit's going to call that out to his teammate, and Vortex is going to pick up another one. Apparently, I'm not really good at spotting out where the action is going to be. And this player's kind of pinned down in bunker. Oh no, this player's going to get a kill in bunker. That's going to open it up for his team. He's in a 1v3, and now the entire enemy team knows where he is. Now, though, if they knew where bomb was, it would make it 1,000 times easier. He's going to be able to spot this player, and he's just going to pray to God that the player doesn't see him. Back as they're kind of cloning it back, and Quasar is going to look for an easy kill right here. Oh my lord, you know he already called out to his teammate. Now he knows that he's there. He's going to look for some cheeky shots. Not going to be able to land them all. Quasar just trying to run by, trying to be able to get out of there for the 1v3. And now Team Fat's going to take the lead. Being down 3-2, now they're up 4-3. 1 round away from forcing match point on Team Skinny. I think this is a game that Team Fat absolutely has to win over here. I think that Chris's team, or I think Complex's team, or Poseidon, I'm just going to call it Poseidon's team. If you didn't know Complex's name is Chris, and calling him both Chris is going to be confused. So Poseidon's team,
protect the objective.
If you're on Poseidon's team right now, I feel like this is a must-win game. If they don't win this game, I feel like they're in a lot of trouble. And Chris is just going to be looking for first blood up there, and he's going to get shut down. And Hydra's actually going to kill a teammate there. Hydra's going to kill a teammate. Quasar's going to be able to pick up a kill, and now it's going to go 4-4. And now they're in a 2v3 when this should 100% be a 3v3. Oh, but Hydra's on this cheeky little flank right here. But it looks like Chris is going to be able to spot him. Now he's in a 1v3. Chris recognizes that bomb is down. And I think that's where this round ends. Did Complex have an AR? That's my question. Did Complex just let it happen to him? Did Complex just get mad? I really wish I would have switched on to Complex right now, because if Complex just had an AR and let him get mapped like that, that's absolutely insane. That's going to be a huge, like, downturner for their team. Chris seems to have slowed down, and more of an even effort over here from Team Fat, and a very one-sided effort from Team Skinny, with just Quasar and Chris carrying the entire load. But I guess if it's not broke, then don't fix it. We're going to see a great position from this player, right? That's actually, no, I said that's a great position, but it's actually a terrible position to be in, because there's so many spots that you can be shot at from. Now, I actually want to see this from the less preferred side, and we see this player sitting in the corner, waiting for one of them just to push up. And he's going to be able to pick up that kill, immediately get traded, and now he's going to leave his teammate in a 1v2. It's all up to Complex here. Complex is a phenomenal search player. And actually, this timing might work out beautiful for him. This player planting the bomb? This player's going to plant the bomb. He's going to see him there? Okay, never mind. Complex was going to be able to pick up one, but the bomb carrier was going to be able to pick up Complex and easily trade that kill. And that's what you want to see in these games. You want to see them trade kills successfully. You want to see them trade kills successfully and be able to get out of there. And it's absolutely phenomenal that they're able to do that. They're able to trade the kill, or that in a search team, when you can trade the kills and be getting more kills right now. You see me knock on Chris's team for not really sharing the load, and then they're all going to get a kill that round. Hydra Lion's going to come bursting on the scene. He's going to get a kill. He's going to get traded by Tarek, though. And what does that do? You play aggressive, you get first blood, but what does that do in the long run? Now your team's down 2-3 because you basically just even up the game, and then the other team gets the first blood. Complex gonna kill a kill. Vortex is gonna get a kill. He's gonna get traded, and that's gonna leave this in a 1v1 situation where Complex is gonna spot the player. That's a challenge that this other player should not win. And Complex is gonna get bodied while on that head glitch. What a way to go out. That could have been so different. That's a gunfight that he has to win. Look at this. He has a VMP, he's not on a head glitch, and he's challenging the player on the head glitch who has an M8 at that range. That's a favorable range for having the M8A7. He has to win that gunfight. He cannot be dropping gunfights like that and expect to get out of here winning the game. I don't understand what happened there. I really don't. We're going to see Chris pick up another 3 kills in 1 round, as he's going to absolutely carry the load for their team. Usually you don't want one player putting in all the work, and you see Tarek got 1 kill in that last round, and then Chris got the other 3. So I said Chris was on track for a 20 at the beginning of the game, but then he slowed down, then he picked it back up right at the end when he really needed to, when he needed to get out with that clutch situation, clutch or destroy. And now I think Chris's team can't lose. I think the 3-0 is bound to happen. I don't know what the next 3 game modes are. But in my mind, unless the next game mode is a CTF, Chris's team is losing, or Poseidon's team is losing this game. Unless the next game is a CTF, Poseidon's team is losing this game, and I'm calling it right now. Because if we look at it here, Poseidon's or Complex, a phenomenal CTF player. Okay, I take that back. Unless it's a CTF fringe. No. If it's a CTF fringe, Poseidon's team is losing this game. They're not going to be able to pull it out. They're not going to be able to pick up the ECW. Poseidon drops some low numbers there, being one of the star players for the team that I feel like needs to really step up to be able, if they want this team to win. He's going to die every single round. There wasn't a single round where Poseidon stayed alive. It's because it got to a point where Poseidon was just getting greedy for kills. He'd run out, get a kill, and immediately get traded. And there was nobody else to trade. Like, you got to be with your teammate there. You got to be ready. I think what Hydra did in the last round, it should have worked out because they got put in a 2v1 situation. It should have worked out because they had numbers, I take that back. It shouldn't have worked out, but then it should have worked out. It should have, because the way it was playing out, you'd think there's no way that they can get away with that. And then what ends up happening? They end up getting away with it. And I have no idea even what to say, and it looks like it's going to be an infection uplink, and I think this is where Chris's team closes out the game. I think this is where they close out the game. This is where they close out the series. And here's what I'm looking for in this next game. I'm looking for Chris to have phenomenal slaying. Yeah, I'm looking for Chris to have phenomenal slaying to be able to slay out every person he sees. But here's where I have hope for Poseidon's team, because Poseidon, Hydra, and Complex, even Vortex, they all have phenomenal ARs, and on an AR-dominated map like this, I think that gives them the advantage, because legit, he can't use an AR. Chris's AR is okay, but he's mainly a sub. His sub is 1,000 times better than his assault rifle is. Tarek's AR, as much as I hate to say it, my AR is better than Tarek's. I'm not even playing the game. As rude as that's gonna sound, and I think it's really gonna be on Quasar. Here's what I'm predicting. Quasar and Tarek are gonna have your M8s. They're gonna be set up. They're gonna be the first line of defense. They're gonna be looking for Legit or Malik. They're gonna be looking for Malik to go in there and pick up kills, and so they can move the ball forward. And they're going to be looking for Malik and Chris to be able to do that. But here's how I see it needs to happen. I feel like Complex's Team Fat right now, I feel like they need to just get some points up on the bad side, and then once they have points up on the bad side, I feel like they could stall out because their ARs are so much better than their opponents. With their ARs being that much better than their opponents, if they're just to sit back and they can sit there and dominate every single lane. They have one player that could watch every lane, and if the players move to the lane, well, now that I think about it, that's an absolutely terrible idea. Because let's say if we send Hydra to one lane, let's say we send Hydra to the, well, yeah, now that I think about it, that's a good idea. Here's what you want to do. You want to put Complex on that left lane, or you want to put Poseidon on that left lane with an AR, because Poseidon's not going to drop unless they send like 4 or 5 guys over there. And even then, he's going to pick up 1 or 2 of them if he sat up on a hand glitch being able to get the kills. And we're going to see a mirror match, by the way. So, I like to compare who's using what specialist and what they're able to get out of it. So, I want to see this Vortex versus, Legit battle, this Complex versus Quasar battle, this Hydra versus Chris battle, and, who was left? It was Poseidon and, Tarek. And I want to hop on with Chris. Chris is going to be using the sub. Tarek and AR. Yeah, exactly how I thought. Poseidon's actually using the sub.
Get the satellite to
Poseidon,
the uplink
no,
station.
Poseidon's using an AR. Good. That's what I want to see out of Poseidon. Complex has got an AR, and Vortex has got a sub. This is what I want to see out of both teams. This is where I feel like they're strongest, and it looks like he's going to end the game because I'm assuming settings were wrong or something. I don't know what exactly happened, but it's not going to result in the forfeit of the map at all. Simply because he messed up the settings, he was able to catch it, and he's able to end the game. And I'm pretty sure it's before the first 15 seconds anyways, which it makes it allowed to, by UMG rules, I'm pretty sure the rules are like if it's within the first 15 seconds, or as long as nobody's died yet, then you're good to end the game. I don't know what exactly they're ending the game for. I really hope it's not a host change. If it's a host change, I'm gonna be really disappointed. If they're ending the game just so they can change hosts, I'll be really disappointed. It was a close S&D. Hardpoint was kind of a blowout. But we've seen most of these maps go in the favor of Chris's team. It looks like they just have, I don't even want to say better teamwork. It's better individual plays from Chris. Chris is an absolute monster, and he's putting his entire team on his back. Dropping a 40 bomb in the hardpoint. Dropping 14 in the, Search and Destroy, and you think the Search and Destroy is where they'd be able to shut him down, because with just Chris and Tarek, or with just Chris and Quasar going off in that game, you kill Chris and Quasar, and then you put it on Tarek and Legit, and what are they supposed to do? Because even though I think Legit is a phenomenal S&D player, he's only a phenomenal S&D player when you put him in the situations that Chris was being put into. Because here's what I think their problem is. All these players on the team are phenomenal players when they're put in that supporting role that they're used to. Complex, he's used to being a dominant AR. Poseidon, he's used to being a dominant AR/sub. Chris is used to it, but Legit, he's used to being a more dominant and more of a main submachine gun player. And Hydra's, and so with having Legit, or having Chris and I'm assuming it's going to be the same specialist draft, so this should go by pretty fast. I don't know what Complex is doing, but the way I see it is, assuming Legit or Malik and Chris, they're both used to being those dominant subs, those run and gun, right in your face subs, and I don't think you can have that on a team. So what you're seeing is the better sub, Chris. He's being put in those situations where he can absolutely dominate whoever he's against. And really, what I think it's up to is, I don't think Hydra can hang with Legit and Chris as a sub player. I think Vortex can 100% hang on. I think if Vortex has a good game, he will 100% hang every single time. Vortex is like, if Vortex is really feeling himself, if he starts to heat up, I think he can hang. But the thing is, I don't think Hydra can hang. Just the way Hydra plays, I don't think that he can hang with the likes of. I don't think he can hang with the likes of Legit and Chris. But I'm not looking for him to hang with the likes of Legit and Chris. He just mainly needs to be able to put up the same numbers as Legit. If he's putting up the same numbers as Legit, then I think he's good. But with the way he's playing out, he wants to be in the same position that Chris is in, and I don't think that's a smart idea. I think you should put Vortex in that position instead, and I really want to see if they're doing the same thing they were before. Yeah, this is the same thing that they're doing before. And actually, who I want to hop off with, I want to hop off with the... You know, we were talking about how Hydra needs to turn up. I want to see what Hydra does. I don't think coming here is a smart idea for sure. You see this orange team kind of have more of a leeway over here. First blood is going to go to Chris, who's surprised. Hydra's going to respond. Hydra and Poseidon are both going to respond. That's almost 4 down. They know where the last player is. They realize the last player's been broken. They really need to pick up ball. Because what I don't think they really need to move on that. They know where the guy is. They need to push in. They need to get kills as fast as possible. And now they're in the exact opposite situation. Hydra, oh my lord, how did Hydra not see that player? Hydra going to be looking to play on a more passive note right here. Chris is going to get a kill. Chris is going to get shut down. We're looking for Hydra to really get some kills right here. Hydra's going to miss a lot of shots. He's He's got to get that kill right there, because that absolutely changes the map. Now it's 2 live, 2v3, 1v3. The players are starting to spawn up. They have map control, and they're on bad side with map control. And I want to see what this player has to really, like, what he has to offer with this ball carrying skills. He's going to be in a bad situation. He's just going to get up and throw it. I think that he's just going to throw it down for yards, and I think that was a smart play to do. And now we're going to watch Tarek go over here. And I think this is a bad play. I don't think sitting on top of this ball is a good play. They're going to be looking to just slay out some more. They don't want to have to sit here and have to contest these dunks. They want to just be able to slay out, and it looks like that's what they're going to be able to do. He's going to be able to pick up this kill, and that's a dunk. That's a guaranteed dunk. They realize that's a dunk, and Tarek's just going to, their entire team's just going to wrap back, and that's what they need to do. They need to pick up this kill right here, and this is where I think being on the other team's side, this is where I think it begins to get Tarek. I don't think that was a smart idea. I think they should have let him slay out, as he's just going to be able to look to just juke out their entire team, and in no way should that work, and thankfully it doesn't, because otherwise you'd see more players playing like that. This is a poor use of active camo. He's going to pop his active just to get it off the map. Well, I say it's a poor use of active camo, but when he already has active camo, he clearly thinks that he's going to be getting that extremely fast, and here's where I think having map control 100% benefits him. If Vortex could have picked up that kill, that would have been absolutely insane. This is score. This is score. I'm calling it right now. Knowing how this team plays, this is 100% going to be a score. Hydra's actually going to turn up. He's going to be able to get 2 kills. And look at Poseidon. I didn't even realize how phenomenally Poseidon was playing. I told you guys, Poseidon's AR is absolutely dominant. And Poseidon right now, he's just not missing. He's going to put some more shots down. He's going to make that player even more weak than he already is. And now they're just going to be looking for Vortex. Vortex, you don't need to be looking at that. You need to be looking at the ball. It is going to be tied 2-2 now. And if this is Poseidon, I feel really good about this push. Poseidon with a Tempest, he's really good with it. He's not going to check his right corner. I was about to say, at first I just thought this player didn't see him, but I'm pretty sure he was just waiting for another one to come by. I don't think throwing into their base right now was a smart idea, because now look what you did. You just gave them ball control. I think this is 100%, I say this is a map they need to win, but this is a map they have to win to stay alive. And we're going to hop on with Vortex, as Vortex is going to be looking to stop this. You can see where the player is. He's going to be kind of looking to hot block it. He's going to be able to get it. He's going to be able to get the hot block. We're going to look with legit. And this could be a phenomenal play. I love the way that he's just not looking right now. He's going to be able to pick up one. He's going to be able to pick up the second. They're just going to call out for him to throw it off. And I feel like if he would have killed Vortex there, that would have been absolutely phenomenal. If he would have just played his life instead of going in for the other one after he killed the first two, then I feel like that would have been a much better pinch. And this is more points. This has to be more points. Vortex is going to be set up here, looking to stop it. Not going to realize that that player is going to pop active. That player's Chris. Chris 100% is overclock on. I don't understand how they went through. That was almost a perfect body block. I don't think they could have body blocked that any better. And I think that's people are starting to learn that you can kind of body block those people trying to go in for dunks. I think this game is getting a lot more intense in itself, and they're going to be down 4-2 on bad side. And I think you're happy if you're Team Fat right now. If you're on bad side and you're only down 4-2, I think this right here is a terrible play. I think that was an absolutely horrendous play. There was no point in doing that. That was completely uncalled for. There was no reason to heat wave him, to hit him. At that point, you had plenty of time. Just throw it off the map, because if they throw it off the map, it resets in the middle. Even if there's somebody there, at most they're going to get a 1, heat waving it. You just wasted heat wave to stop what at most could have been a 1-point play, which doesn't make any sense to me, to the fact that at most they could have gotten a 1. I guess he just doesn't want any points for it, and that's kind of good. I still think this game should be tied 2-2. They shouldn't have. I don't think that should have gone in. And look at this. We're gonna hop on with Poseidon. Poseidon had 20 kills in 1/2. He's on set for the 50 bomb, and his team is losing. But it makes sense. Poseidon hates to lose. He likes to just tell his team to focus up. Likes to make sure they get this W. And legit realize did Hydra realize that they were that was some crazy timing. He's going to be able to pick up one. He did see the other one, not going to be able to pick up that kill. But now I think it's better that he was able to get that because he should be able to call that out, and he's not going to do it. He's not going to call it out. They're not going to get the trade. And that's just another thing of bad communication. The player that was in mid, whoever that was, Hydra died there, and I know Hydra has a tendency to not call things out. If Hydra calls that out, the other player turns, probably gets the kill, and it's at least a 1. But now no points are going to be put on the board, and now Team Skinny is going to have the they're going to have the map advantage. It looks like Poseidon is going to be looking for some more kills. He's going to be able to go over there, and some nice shots by him. And this should be points. This 100% should be points, especially if he gets this kill. Yeah, he has this heat wave. If this isn't points, I'm going to be surprised. He's so far up into their base. You know, he's calling out and saying, guys, I'm in their base, I'm in their base. Just throw it to me, throw it to me. I'm set up in their base. Quasar's going to pull out a scythe, and this is going to be set up for a rally. They don't want just 1 point here. They just don't want just 2 points here. They want a rally. They want more than 1. They want to get as many points as possible. That right there, I think that was a bad play. He's going to be able to pass it off to Chris. Now, I don't even think that was a pass. I think that was just a normal throw that's going to end up in a dunk. Now, they're down by 6. They've already scored more points in this one half that the other team did in their entire second half. That's a big kill. This should be 2. This should be 2. This should be 2. Nope, they're going to diddle-daddle. You gotta run with this. You can't sit here and play around with the ball. They, of course, don't know as much as we do, being able to see the thing. He's going to get shot around that corner. That actually kind of confuses me, and that's a kill you got to pick up if you're complex. You're basically shooting him in the back with an MA, and that's a kill that you really need to pick up. And I think this right here, this is, even if he does, I know he doesn't realize it, but just being back here, being a pain in their side, they're going to have to call out, hey, they're going to have to say, hey, Vortex is back there. Tarek's going to actually team kill with a Tempest. Now they know Tarek has a Tempest, and Poseidon just needs to go in. Poseidon needs to run in here. If Poseidon gets that, oh, if Poseidon got that kill, I think that it becomes dangerous for this other team. And it's just the clutch kills that aren't going in their favor. There's a waste of an active. Instead of using that active to try to kill him, he needs to wait for that active and try to get some points off. Even if he doesn't get any points off, if they just get ball control, it's better than not using it at all. I didn't even realize Legit was over here with full streaks. He's on a 5 streak, about to make it 6. Never mind, he's going to get shot down. And it's going to be more points. And I think this game 100% goes in the way of Team Fat. It's amazing how much a single rally can just put your team ahead by so many points, and you don't see it like that. And that's a bad decision right there. And I know stuff that you don't really think about, but you got to think of it this way: there's you have nobody on the ball. Throwing it back, you just gave the other team ball control, and if they're smart, this is what they're going to do. They're going to run in the mid, they're going to pick up the ball, and they're going to go turtle it in their base. There's no reason not to, when you think about it. And we're going to see Complex. Both teams are going to get off spawn. Chris is just going to play this corner. If timing works out, he's going to get killed. Complex is going to get that kill. 3 kills down. This needs to be a dunk. This needs to be a dunk. This needs to be more than a dunk. This needs to be a rally. This 100% needs to be a rally. That's a 2. That's a 2, down by 4, 60 seconds left. Come on, they can make this comeback. Oh, never mind. They're all going to get slayed out of their base. And I think Complex doesn't realize what... he's in such a great position. Complex, just look down. That's 2 kills right there. No, he's not going to be able to get the other one. Complex, just stay alive. If Complex is just to stay alive back here, make them worry that he's back here, then that's a big thing. This is beautiful if this works out. This is absolutely beautiful as if it works out. And unfortunately, it's not going to work out. They're going to be able to turtle it, and I already know what Chris is going to do. He's going to come back here. He's going to hop on this wall run. I was honestly just expecting him to hit that wall run. He's going to throw it out. I think 15ing it would have been better, because then you would have made it physically impossible for them. It's still possible. It's still possible to... actually, now that I think about it, they really got to move now. It's not possible. That's going to be game. They're going to lose 8-4, and that's going to be the series. A quick 3-0 from the side of TS to end the game. And what a great series. What a phenomenal series. I personally enjoyed watching it. The hardpoint was kind of a blowout. Wasn't really close. And almost at no point in time did I think that Team Poseidon was going to come back in there. the S&D was a bit closer. A misplay or a lost gunfight by Complex
Black Ops.
is going to actually end up costing them that game 6-4. An easy gunfight lost by Complex is actually going to end up costing them that game 6-4. And then coming to here, I don't even know who to really like bless here. I guess I would have to say that you would have to bless Chris, going 20 and 21, 1 negative, but with 4 carries. He got all 8 of his team's points. And I'm pretty sure most of those were using active camo. And I think it's just on Poseidon has a very poor second half, only having 7 kills. But saying that, they ended up getting a dunk on that side. And they only averaged 2 points on each side. I think this game should have been closer. There was certainly a dunk that shouldn't have gone in, I'll tell you that. I don't think the dunk should have gone in because the body block was absolutely phenomenal. But I think the fact that this is going down is, or that's going to be the end of our series, guys. Post-game analysis. I think that what Team TF really needs to work on here is I think they just need to play out, and I feel like it was an unfortunate map selection for them. Just knowing their players, I feel like it was a very unfortunate map selection because Chris, Quasar, and Legit are all known to go up on Stronghold, Search and Destroy. And of course, I end up winning that one. Evac, that's a Complex, that is absolutely worst map. You know, he's known for not being able to get any kills on Evac, to fall behind, as many would say. And then on Infection, Infection, I think they should have won Infection, thinking of it statistically, knowing that that's Chris is actually one of his worst uplinks. One of the uplinks he's not as talented at, that he's not as gifted at as the other ones, not being able to put up the same amount of numbers as he's used to for current Chris. But then again, he doesn't have. Basically, I do think this was kind of a how do I explain it? Kind of a shitty map selection for Chris or for Complex's team or for Poseidon's team, and I think that desperately affected them. I don't know if we're gonna end up playing another. I certainly hope so I can post another series. I can post another series on YouTube, and I actually gave you guys, this was just titled Game 2, I actually gave you guys Game 2 and 3. I'm going to have to edit that once I get in there. There's going to be a lot of editing to the videos once they actually go up on YouTube, and I appreciate you guys watching it. Appreciate you guys watching my content, I appreciate you guys watching this. I had a blast making this. It was absolutely phenomenal, and I really do enjoy CodCasting. If I was able to do this, and you guys like it, I'm gonna go ahead and say, even if you guys don't enjoy it as much as the other videos, I'm 100% gonna make more of these, because just the thought of being able to sit here and watch Call of Duty, which is one of my favorite esports, and not only being able to watch it, being able to be in the driver's seat, being able to choose who I want to watch, being able to talk about it, even if I'm just talking about it basically to myself, even if I don't have a casting partner that I'm able to go over with and be able to talk to the entire thing. I think I'm doing pretty good job. And if you guys think I'm a phenomenal podcaster, then I should definitely go pro, go for the cast off, and try to be as phenomenal as everybody else. I really like that word phenomenal. If you can tell, I am a P1, the phenomenal one. And I've been SPK, and I'm out. Peace, guys. Hit that like and subscribe to join the SB Kingdom, and I've been SPK, and I'm out. That's about the third time I said that, and I don't dodge.